podcast every week, the best professional wrestling discussion on the internet, World Wrestling Entertainment, TNA Wrestling, Ring of Honor, and much more. This, ladies and gentlemen, is In the Hot Seat with your host, Fort Miners Project.
Alright, what's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of In the Hot Seat. And this week I got another returning guest here joining me at this time. And would you like to introduce yourself?
Wrestling Talk UK.
Alright, it's good to have you back, and of course I got another great show lined up for you guys, and we got a couple of questions as always, and of course like a Q&A session going on here. And with the first question that's starting it off, and this is basically a video response to Boston Fan 79, and that basically is, what do you want out of wrestling?
Personally, I just want to be taken back into being a little kid again. Just because when I watch wrestling, it's kind of like in my own little world, and it's good just to get away from the real world and just relax and just enjoy what's on TV. But it's nice to get on the internet and talk to other fans as well about their views on it. So, yeah, that's what I really want, just to be taken away from the stress of the real world and just be like a kid again, really.
Yeah, that's cool, and I think that's what basically all the wrestling fans want, just to feel like a kid again, and I get really excited about, the storylines and stuff like that. Yeah, so I can agree with you with that. And basically, just fix up, this the storylines. They may not be the greatest right now, but I would like for them to definitely fix up on that. And especially with the women's wrestling too, have that get noticed like it used to be, and have a reason for them to fight for something, and show that they're there for something. So that's another thing I would like to see. So there's a lot to be fixed. There's a lot of flaws and stuff like that with different companies. So I think that I agree is the biggest one.
It's just about enjoying it, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah, sure. Alright, getting into the next thing here, and since the road to WrestleMania has basically been with a lot of returns, we got Christian coming back, Trish Stratus, basically everyone coming back, you name it. And with this week, we did get to see the return of Evan Bourne, and taking out King Sheamus in his first night back. And what are your thoughts on Evan Bourne coming back and his future?
I really like Evan Bourne coming back because I'm a pretty big Bourne fan myself. I really like his work. It was a good way to have him come back because Sheamus did take a bit of action, so I thought that WWE done well there. We let the booking bring it back to Evan Bourne taking out Sheamus. It was a bit of a squash match, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks he'll get some more TV time. What I expect for him to do. I'd like for him to go for the US title. I think that'd be pretty good, just to get him doing something instead of just being in a tag team match with Mark Henry or just jobbing to people.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think if you can get him in a US title feud, that'd be quite good. Or they could quite easily move into SmackDown, because SmackDown I think could do with a star like Evan Bourne and Raw. So I'd like him to see him in SmackDown and could go for the Intercontinental title or something. So.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Everyone going to SmackDown, since they have basically a lackluster the talent there. So he would be a really great fit for SmackDown, and start off with with new feuds. Hopefully he'll get a push this year, and then I agree with having him either going for the United States or Intercontinental Championship. So I'm really happy that Evan Bourne is back, and hopefully we'll get some good things out of him. See some. Put him at least in some sort of storyline and do something with him. Maybe even be in the Money in the Bank. Go ahead.
Yeah, just put him in the Money in the Bank. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Give him the Money in the Bank. Because last year he was quite good in the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 26. He done that shooting star press up the ladder. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so. You put him in any of those type of matches, and he'll be really awesome. So pretty big fan of Evan Bourne. So I'm really happy that he's back. Alright, with the next thing going on here, and we got basically in the way of another return, and that is Stone Cold coming back next week to Raw, and of course, being one of the hosts for this season's of Tough Enough. And what do you think, Stone Cold is going to have in store for us next week on Raw?
I think his return will just be like his regular appearance. He just comes out, flicks his finger, gets a couple of beers, cuts a good promo like he always does, and I think he'll acknowledge The Rock being back, and then just say something on the senior Rock and the Rock feud that's going on, and then I think it'll just be good to see him in the ring again. I would like to see him do something at WrestleMania, maybe be as a special guest between Lawler and Michael Cole. I think that would be a good twist to that match, make it a little more interesting. But I'm looking quite forward to Tough Enough and having him as the host. So I think anything to do with Austin is good.
Yeah, I can agree, and it'll probably more anything, more advertisement to Tough Enough and getting the fans excited, and probably just, talking about what else is, to come with the show. I would like to as well, probably get, something about into WrestleMania. I don't know what exactly he might do, but that, special guest referee, he might do that. They haven't really announced who's going to be the special guest ref. Or he can even be, I guess, in, the King's side or something like that. So, you can really never expect, what's going to come out when Austin comes next week. But I will be definitely tuning in and be, very excited about that. Alright, getting into the last question, and with this one, who should you think should be getting the next major push for this year?
This is a really different person. I don't think anyone's ever talked about, but I'd like to see Brodus Clay get a contract and actually make a big impact. And, not get the world title, but maybe, dominate SmackDown or Raw for a bit and have a shot at the world title, because, I mean, for me, this guy looks like everything that there should be in, a heel world champion. Just going in there, kicking ass, and just, he's a really big guy, so I think he's a guy kids could fear, and I think he shows a lot of potential. So I'd like to see Brodus Clay get a contract and get a big push in WWE.
Yeah, I never actually thought about that before, and that could happen. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But for me, I think definitely Christian should be being pushed and that going more to the main event status. At least that's what it seems like he's going to be doing as of late since he returned at the Elimination Chamber. I know there's supposed to be this contract signing for SmackDown, this week, so maybe he'll get involved and, make it a triple threat. I'm hoping that would be really awesome to see. So, who knows? Cool. Yeah, I think that would be really cool with that. Maybe Kofi Kingston again, they had him, doing a push, but, with Randy Orton, and then that was halted, and, they didn't really do anything for Kofi there, so, I think that would be, probably interesting to see.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
or maybe give... Carry on.
Go ahead.
I was saying, or maybe give Jack Swagger a bit more of a better title run than he had. Maybe push him more to the world title bit again.
Yeah.
I think Jack Swagger would make a good champion with a bit more work.
Well, yeah, definitely, because, he's not really doing anything at WrestleMania just besides, helping Michael Cole out. So, if they can do anything else, they can do something like that at, going into WrestleMania. So, yeah, that is another possible guy to be, having a push for this year. So, there's actually a couple of guys, that could be, having the next push, but those are, some that I would like to see. And that basically about does it with the questions and, the topics and stuff like that. And is there anything else, you would like to talk about before we end the show?
Not really, just thanks for having me on the show.
No problem.
I enjoy doing this kind of thing.
Yeah, that's good to have you back. And that about does it for this week's In the Hot Seat, and hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Peace.